Good morning, everyone. It is day 21. This is Sunday, the 10th of March. Happy Mother's Day. Today, we're going to be doing a lactate threshold session. So, this will help my body build up and react to and cope with all the lactate in the muscles and do it over a period of time. So, let's go ahead and we will pick. What will we do? Oh, they're not available that day. Let's go Alula. And we're going to go for a culture ride. Yeah, let's do a culture ride. We could all do with a bit of culture. Let's see. Music. We're going to listen to today something about bangy. Let's take a bit of Dead Mouse on. Shuffle that. There we go. And let's just check the chat. Pop it out. So it's quite early this morning. By design, I have to get this session in early enough that I could still be up when the kids get up, so my wife gets a bit of a lie-in. As it's Mother's Day, baby mama, have to keep her happy. There we go. Back at it. So, fairly easy warm-up. Couple of zone 4 spikes. But the main bulk of the work is the threshold, so kind of mid to high zone 4 for the whole middle of this session. So 59 minutes. May as well just round up to an hour. So you may notice I did manage to change my avatar. Very limited outfits. So this is going to encourage me to ride as much as possible in MyWhoosh and to get coins so I can spend it on all the cool stuff that people want to buy. Bikes, wheels, shoes, apparel, blah blah blah. But when you're used to the beta version, previously having all the items at your disposal, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth. Oh well, we'll just have to build up the experience level, get the coins so I can get buying my stuff. So a session like this is typically what I would have done twice a week with Brian when I was being coached by him. Typically on a Tuesday and a Thursday. So it's good to see that something like this is on this structured workout as well. It's quite cold this morning. I'm kind of thinking to myself to leave the fan on, but I know what will happen is I'll turn the fan off and straight away I'll overheat. That's the last thing you want to do. I need to get stretching my back, it's really sore at the minute. What people always say, like I do have a bad back anyway, I've got a couple of dehydrated discs in the lower part of my back. And a lot of people, even the doctors, ask, what was it like on the bike? And to be honest, when I'm on the bike, there's nothing wrong with it. Usually when I try and stand or inflex my spine the other way, that's when it gets sore. So we're going out for a meal today to celebrate my baby mama and the mother-in-law and a few other ladies in the family. And then when I come back this evening, I will be doing a video walkthrough of all the new releases, features. I'm going through them one by one and giving a brief explanation as to what they actually do. Along with an update of how I've got on this week on the structured plan. Now I do have my chat up, but I don't think there's going to be many people this time in the morning watching a fat Scotsman on a computer game. Whatever there is, make a comment, ask any question you want. I'll be happy to answer it. Yeah, that's good. That's starting to wake me up now. A couple of 30-second efforts. Get the blood going. Yeah. Try and keep the cadence high on the recovery bits. So normally, this early in the morning, I can get out without the kids being woken up. And today, just because it's Mother's Day, the kids come downstairs when Daddy's getting up at 6:15. That will mean in turn, they're going to wake Mummy up. That ain't good on Mother's Day. Ladies do like getting a wee lie in. Time for recovery, and then a quick taste into the zone 3. So that's me riding that FTP. So I'm guessing the upcoming efforts will be at FTP for 3 minutes with 3-minute recovery. Little recovery. Yeah, and that's the last of the zone 1 recoveries. It's all still in the warm up. 15-minute warm up. Going through all the zones, getting your legs and body used to working in them. Good few power climbs on this route. So next week's week 4. Week 4 will be the last of the what I like to call the introduction sessions. From week 4 to 8, or 7, sorry, week 4 to 7 will be similar workouts but longer duration of efforts. So it may be that each one of the zone 4 efforts here will be 4 minutes instead of 3 minutes, something along those lines. Or instead of 5 efforts, there may be 7 efforts. And the length of the session will get longer. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Just need to remember that those recovery keep the kids high. And yes, we want to recover, but we want to get the cardiovascular system used to work at these rates and not overloading the muscles. Here we go, first effort going up. Right, so we're just under FTP. 226, so my FTP is 233. So, yeah, definitely building up that lactate. Getting my body used to coping with it. and being more efficient at getting rid of it. There we go. And recover. It's good. Try and use these 3 minutes to gather your breath. Spin the legs out. And just get mentally ready for the next 4 efforts. Just one time. Just focus on the next effort. That's all. Don't think about all the ones you have to do. Break it down into each individual effort. Just get past 6 minutes. That's all you've got to think about. 3 minutes. Just 15 seconds. Next effort. Just getting ready for it now. All good. Just focus on the 3 minutes. Really feel that lactate building up now. Thirty seconds. Come on. The cover is just here now. Whew. It's good. Oh, keep pushing. So, bit of recovery again. Big breaths. Bit of hydration. Now, I promise I'll do a video of the MyWhoosh bots next week. Or maybe Monday evening. I think Monday's a rest day anyway. So you could do a workout or a race with these programmed bots in your team. And every bot has a different characteristic, different personality. Climber, sprinter, TT. By which point then you can give team orders and tactics to the bots to move them up, go on the attack, hold back. So it'll be interesting to see that, because the only other platform that I've seen that does that is Virtue Pro. Now, Virtue Pro is based off the Pro Cycling Manager game. So they work with Cyanide, who is a French company who created Pro Cycling Manager. So they use this Pro Cycling Manager graphics in the core engine, and they add in their own AI. So it's the most realistic cycling game in terms of it being like a proper Tour de France or a proper road race. Because when you're playing against the AI, it's not like everyone smashes it from the gun. It's like a proper race. And within there, and your team, you can give team orders and tactics like follow the breakdown, go on the attack, hold up and wait for your leader. It's the only other game that I've seen that happen. So it'll be interesting to see how that compares to the bots on MyWhoosh to the Virtue Pro cycling game. Sorry, cycling platform. But similarly to MyWhoosh, in order to play Virtue Pro, it's still in beta, but you need a pretty high performing spec laptop or PC. It's not on Mac at all for the moment. Okay, effort number 3 coming up now. Time to focus. Just remember, focus on the 3 minutes ahead. That's all. Don't think about the next 2. Just focus on the next 3 minutes. Just stay in control of what you have control of. And what you have control of is your effort in this zone. The next 2.5 minutes. Now I also need to work on efforts where my heart rate is working above 160 beats a minute. because I've noticed it from the racing that I've done over the past couple of weeks, is I just can't get my heart rate over 170. Previously, I've been able to get up to 181, which is my max. So it just shows that my cardiovascular system isn't anywhere as good as it was. But trust in the process, it'll happen. Just keep ticking the boxes off on the structured training, and it'll come. If anyone watching now could share a comment on how they're doing with their structured training. Is it something they do currently, or planning on doing, or have you even done it on MyWhoosh or any other platforms for that matter? Oh. Just 1 minute to go. This is feeling good. I tell you, having the music really passes the time. And also talking on this live stream passes the time as well. It's like when you're out on the road on your own, time can drag a bit, right? But when you're with somebody, if you bump into somebody and you're cycling along for a while, chatting shit, the time just flies by. Time to recover. Try and keep the RPMs up. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Follow me on the journey of my road to 300 watts. We'll back up to 300 watts. My current ramp test result 3 weeks ago was 210. 2 weeks later, I was racing, and my best 20-minute effort for that was 233. Which is what my FTP was set at on MyWhoosh for the structured training anyway. So it'll be interesting to see how I'm doing in upcoming races, but also at the end of the 8 weeks of the structured workout on MyWhoosh, what the results are going to look like and how far I've came along. And my goal for this year is to get back up to 300 watts. Not an easy task. And in doing that and getting my weight down, naturally my watts per kilo will go up. At the moment I'm sitting at about 104 kilos. So, I mean, it'd be great to get back down to 90 this year, but it's going to take a lot of work. But that's the goal. We've all got to set goals, right? Even I've got a board up here and on here I've got the sportives that I'm attending and my weight. So keep an eye on that and use that as a focus. So when I go to the fridge and try and grab a Mars bar, I've got something to fight that, because I'm trying to achieve my goals. I mean, I don't live like a monk, for sure. I like having a bottle of wine a week, at least. I like eating good food, but it's just the quantities. I've got to reduce them down. Now what's worked for me in the past really well is keto. My body just reacts really well to it, so I might do an 8-week keto video series and how I get on with that. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, carbs are the best fuel. They are. Carbs are the best fuel for doing specific work. but I'm not a professional athlete. I don't need to win races. The main goal is to drop weight and make sure that my endurance is not affected. And keto certainly helps me in that regard. Oh, your man's flying. So I'm doing 35. He must be doing about 40 kilometres an hour. That's good going. Also, if anyone watching's got any hints and tips for getting weight down and keeping it off, please share it. I think the key thing is that, you know, anyone can lose weight quickly. It's sustaining that and making it part of your lifestyle so it doesn't come back on again. They must be doing a big effort. It's a different person. I'd also be interested to see what everyone's thoughts are on MyWhoosh. Have you used it? Are you planning on using it? And if you do use it, do you think it's worse than or better than other platforms out there? I mean, we all have an opinion. And Zwift being the behemoth that it is in the cycling world, it's hard to go by. And the thing you can't hide from about it is that so many people use it. So the social aspect is there. Lots of races. Whew. This effort feels like it's taking a bit longer. But, like I said, just focus on the session that you're in, each effort, and recover. Give my butt a bit of a break. Minutes left of this threshold session, but again we're focusing on each individual segment one at a time. So this 3-minute recovery, make sure you're recovering well, get your breathing back on track, deep breaths, breathe out through the belly. You always notice that when you're next time watching Tour de France or any other stage race or any other cycle race, if you look at the riders' bellies, they're usually pushing out at their belly, and it looks like they're a bit plump, but it's just how they're breathing. They're not holding in their diaphragm and trying to breathe. That would just be really hard. Now, some people you notice it more than others. I was watching Paris and Jakob Fuglsang was there, and you can see him straight away. He's breathing out through his belly. And then if you flip to someone like Egan Bernal, who has nothing on him, even if his belly was sticking out, you wouldn't really notice it. Pardon me. So we've got one more effort, zone 4, just under FTP. And the goal of this session is just to get the body used to building up the lactate threshold and dealing with it, but then becoming more efficient at getting rid of it from the system as well. And there's also an element of just dealing with it yourself mentally, what that feels like, getting used to that, and working through it. A lot of it is a mental game. Just put your big boy pants on, suck it up. Okay, last effort, let's make this count. It'd be good if you could actually change your character to look more like you. So, weight, I think would be a good one. I mean, yes, it's good to have an aspirational version of yourself, but that doesn't look like me. This feels good. Halfway through. Plenty of time to recover after this. There's also video coach sessions on MyWhoosh now as well, live. So I'll have to do a recording of one of them and share it. It's one of the new features in version 3.6. Just one more minute to go. Whew. This is good. Can really feel it in the legs now. Whew. 10 seconds. Right to the end. That's good. Whew. Holy moly. Good effort. Happy with that. So you might be thinking, oh, but Eddie, it's still another 10 minutes to go. That's true. But the bulk of the work, the main aim for this session was the threshold section. And I've done that well. So finishing off with the zone 3 and then cool down. That'll take us up to the hour. That's been a really good session actually. It's always hard to kick yourself out of bed first thing in the morning, but I've never jumped on the bike or went to the gym or done some sort of exercise and regretted it after getting up and going and doing it. Mentally I feel great, buzzing, endorphins are kicking in, and that feel good effect that you get from doing the exercise is in place. Can't beat it. And there's also the satisfaction of knowing that you've done another box tick and you're enjoying the process of improvement. So I have been quite strict with myself and when I'm doing this 8-week program and doing it 100% on the indoor trainer, just to try and get the full effect of MyWhoosh and see the potential of what it can do. I've resisted the urge to go out on the bike, but I need to start doing that soon because I've got my first sportive in Newry, which is 100k, so it's not massive, but it's been a while since I've been on the bike for that length of time, so I need to get my bum used to being in that condition. And that's on the 28th of April, which is my birthday. And it's called the Gullion Sportive. Quite a hilly route actually. There we go. 8 minutes at zone 3. Very doable. My only problem with these longer efforts is I get bored. Typically I do watch cycling, get caught up on it. Didn't do that today though. For those that are watching, put in the comments how you're getting on with your training. Have you got anything planned coming up? Any races or sportives? Are you going to see what everyone else is doing? Oh, stretch out my butt. So I did get myself a new saddle from Amazon. I broke my last one. And I got one for, it was pennies, it was really cheap. Tenner, something like that. But it's actually really good. Just a completely different shape to what I had before, so it's getting my bum used to that shape. And you've got an ass as big as mine. You need to train it. But some advantages of a big butt, be able to generate that raw power. The gluteus maximus, that is the biggest muscle in the body, and it certainly isn't mine. 8 minutes, 2 songs. That's normally how I work it out in my head. How many songs do I have to listen to get through the interval, or the section in the interval?
Back on the lumpy bumpy part. That guy's probably thinking, why is he going faster than me down the hill? I'm probably double your weight, buddy. Laws of physics take hold. Sheer inertia. I must say, when the graphics on this are so cool. That sculpture, it looks like a rock. And I'm not even on the highest settings. I mean, let's stick it on the highest settings, see what that does. Graphics. Oh, it is, sorry. I must have saved it from last time, which is pretty cool because that must be part of the new update as well, because previously, when I logged out and logged in, it always reset to the old settings, which was kind of medium. I mean, I've got a good gaming laptop, but it's not the minimum specs that they require. But I've just stuck it on high, on the highest settings anyway. They just say it'll affect performance, and that's performance of the laptop, and affect battery. But I'm plugged in, so I don't care about the battery performance. I just want the best experience possible. Yeah, that wasn't too bad for an 8-minute effort. Flew by. So finish up, go back in, get the house a bit of a tidy, make breakfast for my beautiful wife as it's Mother's Day, give her a card, and treat her like a queen all day. Fucking usual. Going out for a lovely meal today in the Laymore in Ballymena. If anyone knows it, you know. Great spot. And we haven't been there in a long time. But you always tend to find at these restaurants, the big events like Mother's Day and such and Easter, and it's never the same as going there on a normal weekend. Just for the sheer numbers they have to cook for. Sometimes the quality goes down, which I don't like.
Okay, so on to the cool down now. Effort's all done. Time to focus on recovery. Coming down from zone 2 to zone 1 in 4-minute intervals. Sorry, 4 1-minute intervals. Drop again to 135. So guys, thanks for watching today. If you've liked the content, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification icon to get updated of when I'm both live and my video releases. If you'd like to share any comments, or please leave them in the comment box below. I'll be happy to answer any question. But as most comment areas, they're usually self-sufficient and people will answer questions themselves. Sometimes not in the most respectful or beneficial manner, but hey, it's all about open dialogue, right? There we go. Nice and easy. If it was this easy all the time, it'd be no fun. Whew. 106 watts. Ah, nice and easy. Zone 1. $30 to the end. Guys, thanks again for watching. Oh, it's been a pleasure. And stay tuned for tomorrow's live session and for my updated videos of my progress so far and the update 3.6 and the new features that have been released in it, which I'll be videoing tonight and probably releasing Monday or Tuesday. Thanks a lot, guys.